my personal highlight of the weekend. Time to meet one of the brightest talents on British television. Ronnie Corbin. You will know her from Spooks, Tipping the Velvet, Upstairs, Downstairs, but you'll probably know her best as time-travelling, bubble-perm bothering D.I. Alex Drake in Ashes to Ashes. Is she mad? Is she dreaming? Is she in a coma? Is she in Pontins? Well, I don't want to spoil the big twist for you, but yes, she is in Pontins. We're delighted to have her with her. We're delighted to have her with us today. She's very lovely. I'm a bit nervous, so just be cool. And she's probably not going to answer to Bonnie Nickers, but hopefully she's going to answer to Keeley Hawes. Makes me Billy Joel. Story of my life, really. So, Keeley, hello.
Hello.
Is it quite a relief not to have people coming up to you in the street and saying, so how does it end?
Yes. People do ask me, Alex, there's going to be another series, which is... They're all dead, I say.
Where would you go?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
So,
you'd just be there in the pub for 8 episodes.
Yeah, that would suit me.
Yeah. So was it quite tough?
Am I right?
So was it quite tough to keep that secret for so long?
It was a bit of a secret to us as well, actually, for a while. And we'd all come up with different theories and things as we went along. But yeah, no, I mean, it wasn't, it's fun. It was a good secret to keep, so.
So, how was that final revelation broken to you? Because I've kind of got an image of the cast being led into a dark room with a single, solitary, swinging light bulb there.
We were at a read-through, at the very last read-through, where all the cast get together with the director and the producer and the writers, of course, Matthew and Ashley, and they told us what it was going to be, and gave us the scripts, and we read it through. And I was in floods of tears by the end. I was the only one who was in floods of tears. But yeah, it was really, really moving, and it wasn't what any of us had expected.
So were you guys trading theories in the canteen?
We were, they were so bad. Yeah.
Did anyone get it right? Did anyone guess it?
But it was something that was sort of muted about, but the way that it all, when Danny Wayne's character came in, that threw a completely new spanner in the works. So it wasn't something that we imagined.
So can you tell us some of the theories that you did imagine?
Oh God, I can't remember. No, they were too bad. And we were probably drunk. I can't.
Right. So let's go back to when you got the part, because I gather you had quite a memorable screen test.
I did. I got up in the morning and my youngest son, Ralph, he was on the changing up there and I was going, and he sort of had his hands up and I was doing all this silly thing. He went, whack, and took out 2 chunks of my cornea with his, with his fingernail, his little baby fingernails. And so that was bad. So off I went to the eye hospital. My agent thought that I was just really nervous and was making it up. And I went and they gave me some pure cocaine eye drops, which made this side of my face fall down, and a massive pad that went right halfway around my face. So I walked in like this, and just stood next to a girl going, oh. And yeah, by some miracle.
So they still believe in you despite the eye patch?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Luckily it was kudos.
Okay, that's cool. So did you follow Life on Mars at all?
No, I didn't.
Not at all?
No.
Why not?
I think I sort of...
What were you doing?
Yeah, where was I?
What was on the other side?
I think I sort of imagined that it was quite a blokey show. And having 3 kids and stuff, I don't get enough time to watch that much telly. But when I knew that I was going to be going out for Ashes, I got the box set and I was on the plane somewhere and I just watched the entire thing. And I fell in love with it. And I'd worked with John before, but not Phil. So I went and met Phil, and then we all went out for lunch. And I was a bit like, Phil. And saying like stupid things, you know, we share a birthday. And then I sort of, you know, got over that quite quickly. But he's lovely.
So it was quite daunting following John. Did you feel like it was something very different?
Daunting. I didn't realise just how daunted I should be. And also going into the world of sci-fi, which I hadn't really done anything like that before. And it is a whole other world, obviously. It's just very, very different. You know, the fans are incredibly loyal and passionate and lovely. And you know, we'd have people turning up dressed as us, and you know, when we were shooting, sort of following us around. It's really amazing. That's the dedication. It's really lovely.
So did you feel that Alex has to be a very different sort of dynamic to, obviously, being a female?
Well, she was written as a very different dynamic. And then I think that had been pushed too far. So then they brought that back a bit. And, you know, it was a matter of everybody... They had to get the series out fairly quickly because it was following on from Life on Mars. You know, so they could have a 5-year wait between. So they... You know, we made the first ones, and I took it on the strength of the first episode of the first series. I hadn't seen anything else, which is quite unusual. Usually you see a few episodes or something if you're going to attach yourself to it for 3 years. And I just thought it was so fantastic that I couldn't do it. But it was great. It was a really organic thing. I think because of that, you know, Matthew and Ashley Farrow. Matthew Berry and Ashley Farrow, that sounded like they were married. You know, it was a very organic thing for them as well.
There's a chance as well to play such a strong, sassy, smart female character. There's not too many of those on television.
No, there were certainly none of those going around, you know, punching Gene Hunt in the face. So, yeah, it was great. It was great. It was something nobody could tell you.
Do you feel there was a touch of Emma Peel about her at
yeah, there was. And Phil was always saying that. That's what it felt like. The dynamic actually between them.
Those intense ladies.
Yeah.
So, you're there working with Phil, who is an actor with amazing charisma, amazing physical charisma.
He's so tall, isn't he?
Yeah. Is that daunting? I mean,
no, that's
do you have to raise your game?
And and it's quite rare for me, you know, usually I'm doing this to actors and, you know, boxers come out or I'm standing in the gutter or something. And it's really nice because I didn't realise just sort of how physically strong big he would be. And then they told him to pick me up and carry me for about half a mile. Asking for straps for his back. But yeah.
What is it about the Gene Genie? Why is he such a hit with the ladies?
Because he's sexy. He just is. We all want him to come and pick us up and carry us off. I think. I don't know. Yeah, don't we? Yeah, and you know, he just is. He just tells it like it is. I think that's so refreshing at a time when everyone's so politically correct, you know, all the time. Everyone's afraid to say anything or talk about how they feel.
Everybody just wants an unreconstructed brute, basically. Basically, yes. Fellas, take note. We're going to talk about the wardrobe choices as well, because we're back in the 80s. Was it all vintage stuff?
At the beginning, it was all vintage stuff, and some makes based on vintage pieces that had been found by Rosie Hackett that just were in no condition to be worn or look new, but were great shapes and things. So there was lots of sourcing looks and ideas from places like Brooklyn, I don't know, wherever she went to the ends of the earth to find the 80s stuff. And as we went along, actually the 80s became so popular, you know, on the high street that was sort of silly not to use some of it. I mean, some of it, there's a very different 80s now, or the 80s look, than there was then, but some pieces are very close. So, you know, we were able to use modern jeans, and, you know, jeans in the 80s talked about and when we started, you know, it was very trendy to be all hipster style. And so by the end of it, you know, everyone loved jeans. So that made her job a lot easier. But we had such great fun doing that side of things.
Was there anything that you refused to wear? Did they try and put in you like a puffball skirt or something?
No. I mean, if you've seen it, you'll probably realise there's nothing I refused to wear. I think we took it to different extremes, and also it's about, you know, what suited me as well, you know, because there are certain things that are very 80s that just were wrong on my body shape or whatever. So, you know, I was up for anything. And I loved Rosie Hackett, and I totally trusted her, and I sort of said, you do what you want, and I'll just put it on, because she had exactly the right idea.
Is it true you're personally responsible for the soaring sales of home perm kits?
Apparently so.
Yeah?
Blue eyeliner.
Yeah. You get sent samples? Do they give you freebies? Or?
Well, I also work for Boots, so I've got quite a good stock of, not the perm kit, but most of it.
Was it tough to rock the perm?
Tough to rock the perm? Yeah, I think so, yeah. I mean, it's just hard work, working outside all through the winter, which is when we shoot, and trying to keep dead and straight hair in that sort of curve. It's all my own. So it's constantly, you know, you'd be turning over just before action, someone would be going, because by the end of a scene it would just be like this again. So yeah, it was hard work for the
Have you got a nostalgia for the 1980s?
Not especially. Not especially, no, because I suppose aspects of it as I was growing up.
I want to hit you with a few rapid-fire questions, and I want your first response. Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet?
Spandau Ballet.
Gremlins or Ghostbusters?
Oh! Ghostbusters!
Fingerless fluorescent gloves or snooze?
Snooze.
Which is the right answer.
Things like that, yeah.
This is what you won.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. So, what's nice about you stealing a picture of the Queen?
I've got it up in my bedroom. It's the picture that was... It's the same picture that was behind Jean Hunt's desk. I just said, can I have that? He said, and I didn't exactly steal it, I did say, can I have that? And then I just took it. But everybody, you know, they said, oh, if I can just take something from the set before we eat A of it, whatever they were going to do. And they were talking about having an auction at one point. But yeah, that was all.
Is this part of a bigger royalist collection?
Oh, and I took my D.I. Drake sign, which is on my desk at work at the moment.
So, you know, is this part of a bigger royalist collection?
Yes. How did you know that?
What have you got? I did my research. I've come up on you not knowing anything.
I'm not like a big... I like Coronation China. Oh, God.
Exposed. This is real journalism.
Did you know that?
Yeah, no. Lucky guess.
It's 1953. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, it's interesting.
Yeah.
No, okay. If you have a choice of setting an Ashes type series in any other time zone than the 80s, you can go backwards in time, you can go forwards in time, sideways, wherever you want. Where would you go?
I wanted to do something 30s or 40s, and then I was lucky enough to do upstairs, downstairs. And if that goes again, I think we'll be moving along a little bit further in time. So, I mean, it's great what I do. I go back to the 80s and then I go to the 40s, and I mean, who knows? You know, that's the exciting thing when you open something up. I start rehearsing on Monday for a play, which is set again in 1938 in New York. So, yeah, it's...
Do you feel like a natural affinity for that time?
I do. love people behaving properly and drinking out of china cups, obviously.
And then bring the genie into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Smashing the china cups. You're also the voice of Lara Croft, so, which intrigues me, because does it just mean endless sitting around in recording studios doing grunts?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, it's quite extraordinary. One of the games I did 4 years ago, I was like that. I was pregnant with Ralph, doing these sort of death screams, thinking, this is just surreal. And they have somebody who calls from the States who's a death specialist, and who tells you how you sound if you're dying of drowning in your own blood or something. So I know. So it's like, what, kill him, what? But it's good fun. It was good fun. I'm not doing the next one. I've done quite enough.
So you've got a whole range of grunts. And
Perhaps.
I'm not going to ask you to do one there.
No, please.
Have no fear. Right, we're going to throw it open to the audience. If anyone has any questions for Keeley, can they raise their hand and then walk to the microphone, which is there, right in the middle. Hello.
Hello. Good t-shirt, yeah. Nice earrings. Hey, it's me! I am. I start rehearsing on Monday, so I've been... I've been going to the National, and they've got an amazing department there, which they've got dialect specialists and voice coaches and everything. So I've been going and doing a bit of that in the lead up to starting Monday. I wanted to do it because I've been looking to do a play for a long time. I've never been on stage, apart from this. And it was sort of a matter of the right thing coming up, and having been in the series as well, which takes so long. It takes such a huge part of the year, so it's always difficult to sort of try and find a slot to fit a show into. So, and then this one came up, and I'm opposite Joe Wilson, who's lovely, who's in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and he's also in Ashes. So it's all really good. I'm thrilled that it was this thing.
Come and see you, Nate.
Thank you very much.
Hello.
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 First of all, I want to say
Thank you very much.
and second of all, one question that played on my mind was that they ended season 2 big shock. But I was never clear, and I wonder if you'd be able to expand. Did Alex wake up for a while, or was she comatose for the entire run of Ashes direction?
She was... No, she never woke. She never woke up.
So her being back in real life was actually part of her.
Was part of... Oh, the scene with the psychiatrist talking about...
Yeah, when she's back in the real world.
Yes. No, that was part of what was going on in her mind after she'd been shot. So she was in a coma within a coma at that point. So just sort of deep in a coma. I think. No, yeah, she never actually woke up at all.
Okay, thank you.
That cleared it up.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
When you first started your...
I need someone to...
Sorry. When you first started your acting career, who was your biggest inspiration?
I think it sort of changes really from week to week. You can see something. I saw Never Let Me Go last week, and I thought they were all extraordinary. Karen Mulligan's absolutely brilliant. So you go around thinking, wow, Karen Mulligan's amazing. And when I started, it's all sort of films like Pretty Woman, so Julie Roberts. So yeah, it kind of changes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Hello.
I'm thinking about buying a piece of Coronation China.
Yes.
Yeah, in the mouth. So it's only a question. Yes. But what I was going to ask you, Keeley, thank you for coming as well. It's great to see you. The series 3, when you touched so much on about Sam Tyler, there was lots of teasing to the fact that they may be bringing Johnson back into the series. Was that ever an option that possibly could have happened?
No, that was purely teasing.
Right, just teased me 3 times now. Thank you.
Pleased to be of service.
Thank you very much. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Would you ever do another drama like to
I almost did the next Sarah Waters that's coming up, and I couldn't make it fit, and I was absolutely gutted. It's my favourite book, so we just couldn't make it work. But yeah, I would love to. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Keeley. You having a nice time?
Very nice time. How about you?
I was just... I wanted to ask you, what is your most memorable on-location moment whilst shooting Ashes to Ashes?
The thing that came immediately to mind, although there are lots, was one night, very close to Christmas. We had 2 cameras on either side of the pop show, and we were all in the car. Phil and me and Marshall and Dina, and we also had 2 cameras on the front. It was like a good £500,000 worth of cameras attached, and us. And Phil was driving, and it was raining, and we were going quite fast towards a wall, and the brakes didn't work. And I remember very clearly sort of hearing some carols. It's like some weird, okay, this is it, this is how it ends for me, how bizarre. It was one of those moments, and Phil managed to, I don't know how he managed to stop that car from moving, but he did, and that's why we're all still here, I think, because it was a really tricky moment. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello. When people see you on screen, I'm sure they get starstruck, but have you ever been starstruck with someone?
I think by the time when you're offered a job and you know who's going to be in it, and then you go on YouTube and you look up all their work, and then you check it all out. By the time, and then you meet them at a read-through, and then you have some rehearsal. Even if you were feeling a little bit, like as I said with Phil, having seen Life on Mars, and oh my God. And by the end of that first lunch, just a lovely man. And so it tends to go over. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello, Carl. Apart from you. Oh, God. That's a very good question. Actually, I suppose film star wouldn't mind a bit of Brad.